Hello everyone, Articulations here, and today guys I'm going to review a Dragons Universe set from Megabloks, and it's going to be the complete set of figures from the first series of blind pack figures. So the packaging looks like that, excuse me guys, with the usual background and the 8 figures to collect. Of course, the figure inside is supposed to be random. I say supposed because if you look on the back of the little pack, as you can see, well, as you might see, between these two black elements, so the barcode and these things right there, you have a code. As you can see, if I play with the light, you can see the code, and the code is for the figures you're going to have in this packaging. So if you can read that in the shop, in the store, you can see the figure you're going to have. Only problem with this review is that I have bought 5 figures on an European website, and the 3 other ones were bought on a United States website. So this means an American website. So this means that the codes are different because yes, the codes change in function of the on where you bought them. So for example, the codes for the US will not be the same as the codes for the Europe. So that's all you need to know. So that's why I can't show you the code for each figures, because well, some of them comes from an European pack and some others come from an American pack. That said, you have the collector sheet right there, which shows you the 8 figures plus their type of rarity. So all the orange one, so these 5 ones are commons, these 2 ones are rare, and this final one is ultra rare, so really the top of the top. Right here. And on the back, nothing really to talk about except some other sets from the line, and the explanation of the colors, and how to assemble your figures, because your figures come with come disassembled in the packaging, plus it comes with 2 weapons and a brick. And let's start with the first figure, which is Trooper Evodius. So here we go. As you can see, the color scheme for Trooper Evodius is mostly dark green with dark gray for the shoulder pads and the head. So for those who do not know the Dragons Universe figures, in terms of articulations, it's quite like the Megabloks Halo ones. This means the shoulder is mounted on a ball joint, which allows you to move these things the way you want, and also on the side, as you can see. Then you have the elbow, which can turn up to 90 degrees. The hand, of course, is free. You can turn it at 360 degrees. Then you have the head, which can be moved the way you want, except that because of the body mold and the little parts on the shoulders, you might have a little hard time to turn the head like that, but apart on the sides. But apart from that, and the fact that you can't really make it look down, it's alright. Then you have the pelvis articulation, which works just fine, right there. So pretty cool to make your character run in a direction and look in another direction. Then you have the legs, so right there, as you can see, no problem at all. It's mounted on a ball joint, and then for the knee, you can turn this thing a little less than 90 degrees. And that's all. So like I said, each character comes with a brick, and in fact on the brick, if you look closely, not very closely, but if you look on the back, you will have the code of the figure. So as you can see, if you see this code behind a blind pack, this will mean you will have this figure, Trooper Evodius. And like I said, it comes with 2 weapons, and one cool thing is that the laser is a new color, because before that the only laser colors were blue or transparent orange, and here we have transparent green, which is pretty cool. And you have a mold from 2011 and a mold from 2010. Also notice the hole on his back that you can use to put some weapons. And that said, let's move on to the next trooper, which is Trooper Trebus. And this time it's orange and dark gray. As you can see, we have the little insignia on this side and the Alliance logo on the other side of the shoulder pad. The guns are the same as Evodius. And well, that's really all you have to say. The same things goes for his head. In fact, the two share the same head mold. Like that. Then we move on with the other troopers. So first, it's Trooper Spurious, which this time is, as you can see, dark blue with, blue, in fact, yes, blue and dark gray. And as you can see, this time the head is a new one because it features a little visor on the side. And the two guns are also different, as you can see. And he has some transparent blue laser, so nothing really new right here. Of course, for the rest, it's the same articulations. And the visor, as you can see, for his eyes are blue, which is quite cool, well, it's blue. Then we have Trooper Falco, which this time is yellow and dark gray, so this time it's really a strong contrast of colors, and so you might not really like it. I think you have to get used to it, but seriously, it's not the best figures of the lot. But this time you can clearly see his little wonk insignia and also his Alliance logo, plus the fact that this guy is the only guy in all the Dragons Universe theme to have, in fact, transparent yellow or translucid yellow lasers, which are pretty cool. And finally, you got Trooper Zeno, which is the third one to come with this type of head. As you can see, a red visor, and he also has, of course, dark red as his main color. And this time we have once again a new recolor for the lasers, which are going to be transparent red, and they look pretty good, seriously. Here we go. Now it's time to step up with the captains. And first we have Captain Vedrix, which comes in blue with silver as a secondary color. And as you can see, this time the hands are also painted, which was not the case with the 5 previous figures. Once again, a nice gold visor, as you can see, and some nice silver details. It comes with orange lasers, you can see, and the usual weapons. And of course, as you can see, the head is once again a different mold, so this is the third head mold in this series. Then you have Captain Ignatius, which this time features an average dark grey body, so like most of the Alliance soldiers, but this time it's the head and the shoulder pads which will be recolored in red. And also notice the hands, which kind of like Vedrix, are painted in red this time. And kind of like Zeno, it features red lasers. And finally, the last figure, the ultra rare one, it's General Gaius Octavius, and it's once again a new mold because this time it's a Dragon Rider mold. This means 2 asymmetrical shoulder pads, as you can see, and 1 new head mold. The paint job is white, black, and metallic green, if I can say so. And really, the paint job is more defined than the other figures because you can see we have new details paint. For example, like these details on the legs, which looks amazing. The same can be said for the little triangle shape right there in metal green. As you can see, they are also painted on the back, and also the shoulder pads, which are painted all the way, as you can see, even under the part itself. Then you have the head with 2 little nice black details on the on the bottom of the helmet, and also the black stripe, plus the nice metal green visor. Also, he is the only guy in this series to come with a shield, plus the fact that this is the only transparent green shield in all the Dragons Universe line. So seriously, it's quite unique. And he also comes with a gun, which is this one, the 3-barreled, if I can say so, laser guns, so really a big one. And once again, he's the only one in this series to come with this gun. Actually. And he's really pretty cool, as you can see. You can clearly see the Alliance logos, the work insignia on the side. So yes, overall, it's really it's really a great figures. And that said, well, that's time for the setup, guys. So first, like I said, you have the ultra rare figure, General Gaius Octavian. Then you have the two rare figures. First, Captain Ignatius and Captain Vedrix. Then you have some common figures. First, the three trooper with little visors on their heads. So first Zeno, then Falco, and finally Spurius right here. Then we have the two troopers, which are also common, but this time which don't have, as you can see, a little visor on their side of the head, on the side of their heads, excuse me. And well, that's all. So, well, my only comment about these figures is that, well, the only complaints I have might be sometimes the paint job, which is quite hard to get used to it, because as you can see, most of the common figures come with a painted body, but with a dark gray head. So sometimes it's a little, it's a big contrast of two colors. For the obvious case is with Falco, which got really a strong, shiny, light color for most of his body, and then got, boom, some dark gray head and shoulder pads, which really contrast, but not in a good way with the rest of the body. Sometimes also it looks good, for example, for me, Zeno, and in fact, all the dark gray all the dark characters, well, it looks quite okay, but it might not please everyone. Then you have the, well, quality of the figure itself. Firstly, I do not have any big problems. Sometimes this part of the armor move independently from the leg, so it might be a little problem. Sometimes also the visor is not well painted, but well, it's personally on 8 figures, I just have like one with this problem. The other ones are all right. And the other problems, which is characteristic to this type of head mod, is that the end is not well cut and you have some bits of plastic still on, so it might be a little problem. But apart from that, it's all great figures, plus it's really new and refreshing color scheme, because like I said, most of the Alliance figures came in dark gray, so it's obviously a little a blend when you have like 12 figures which are all dark gray and silver for the shoulder pads. So seriously, it's really a bath of fresh air, if I can say so, those figures, because they really got nice color scheme, cool recolors. It's really nice to also have recolors of lasers, so like I said, green, red and yellow. It's really cool. And well, that's all I think. It's really great figures, guys, and I can only recommend you to buy some of this if you found them, because well, they are quite hard to it's quite hard to find them. Personally, I bought most of them, well, I bought all of them online, in fact. So well, I think that's all for this review, guys. Seriously, great figures. I can only recommend you to at least take 1 or 2 little of this blind packs and see what you got. And that's all. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them. I will happily answer them. And well, that said, well, hope you enjoyed, guys, and see you later for another video review. Bye!